Here's a strange story. The um, fourth Rebbe of Chabad, was fourth Rebbe of Chabad was uh, a very interesting person. When he was a child, he was very what they call precocious, a very they say sharp child, very sharp. And he used to learn when he was very young. He would go in the middle of the week to the synagogue that was there in Lubavitch. It was in the city of Lubavitch, and he would go up into the women's section, which in Chabad, maybe other places, but the women's section is on a different floor. On a different floor, and usually they have, like they can look down at the men, but the men don't look at the women. They can look down, they can hear everything, but it's on a different floor, and it's very good because in the middle of the week it's secluded. And he would go up there and he would sit and learn. And learn. I guess there was a window there and he could learn. It happened one time that when he was sitting and learning, so maybe he was thinking about something, he was quiet, and he heard the door open up, and a woman came in, and an older woman, whatever, not an old woman, but in her 30s, right? She went up to the Aron HaKodesh, and she started to scream and yell and cry and weep. Please, God, I need money. I'm poor. I haven't got any money. I have to have money. I don't have money to eat. I don't have money for my children. Please, God, send me money. Send me money. So he was just a young boy sitting up there and learning. I don't know how old he was, 8 years old, 7 years old. He was sitting and learning. And this lady was really disturbing him. And he didn't know exactly how to get rid of her. So if he was just a little boy, he's not going to go down and say, lady, keep quiet. So like I say, it was a precocious, it was a very sharp child, so he hid behind one of these pillars that was up. And it was sort of a large room, so there was an echo. And he said, Isha, Isha. I'm going to say it in English, but he said it in Hebrew or Yiddish, whatever. Said, lady, lady. She said, what is it? This is an angel. I am an angel. He said, with angel. She fell down on her knees. An angel, oh, can you give me a blessing? I was sent to give you a blessing. If you want money, take a glass of water, make a blessing on it, drink a little, and the water will be blessed water. And you can sell it to heal people. So I can sell this. Yes, if it works, you can take money from people. So she said, oh, thank you very much, Angel. Thank you. He said, but don't tell anyone. Let no one ever know. She said, I won't. I'll never let anybody know. And she left, and that's it. He didn't hear anything about it. And he sat and he learned. And so I figured, what's he got to lose? She'll make this water, and if it works, then people will get healed and they'll pay her money. And if it doesn't work, so it doesn't work. So he's sitting and learning. Afterwards, he becomes Rebbe. He became Rebbe. I'm sorry, I don't remember what age he was, but he was very young when he became Rebbe. He became Rebbe, and he passed away young also. The Rebbe Marash passed away when he was like 48 years old. So he became Rebbe. And his health was very, very delicate. And it ended up that when he was like, I don't know, 40, 45 years old, he became sick. He became sick, and there was a boil deep in his throat, and it filled with pus. And the doctors were, and it was very hard for him to swallow and very hard for him to drink or to eat or drink. Very difficult for him. And the doctors were afraid to lance it, to cut the boil, because they were afraid maybe it would touch some sort of a vein, a nerve, or something like that. And so they didn't know what to do. They had to burst it because it was growing and it was giving them tremendous pain. And the doctors didn't know what to do. So they tried to give him different treatments and nothing worked. So the Rebbe Marash's wife, her name was Rebbe Rivka, she came in and she said that, listen, there's this lady that has this cure in a Jewish lady, a religious lady, and she's cured people. Maybe you can bring her in. So this lady came in to him, and a Jewish religious lady, and the Rebbe Marash said, exactly what do you do? So she said, I have this water that I give to people and it heals people. He said, well, I want to know where you got this. What type of water is it before I take it? She said, no, no, no. I promised that I can't. It's a secret. I promised I would not tell anybody where it came from. And so he said, well, I'm a Rebbe and people tell me secrets and you can tell me, I can, but if not, I won't take it. So she realized she had no choice. So she said, well, it was about 30 years ago, 35 years ago. And I went into the synagogue and I was crying and an angel spoke to me from above in the synagogue. He said, really, what synagogue was that? Here, the synagogue here in Lubavitch. And the angel spoke to me and it told me to take this water, and make a blessing, and that if it worked, I could get money. I'd take money for it. And if it didn't work, I shouldn't take money. But all of a sudden, the Mervi Marash remembered that was him, that he faked the whole thing when he was a child. He made the whole thing. And now this lady was actually doing it. She was giving him this, and he was the one who gave the blessing. When he heard that, he started to laugh. He started to laugh. And he started to laugh and laugh and laugh, and the boil burst. The boil that was giving the trouble, it broke. It seems that what really was lacking was he didn't work those muscles or whatever it was that caused him to laugh, and that exactly pressured the boil, that the boil immediately burst. Right, it really burst, and eventually that brought about his cure. So what do we see from this? Several things. First of all, we see that sometimes the blessings we give are more potent than what we think. Secondly, we see that the blessings we give also come back to us. And perhaps more important than anything, we see the importance of happiness and being positive and even laughter. And that's what actually cured the Rebbe. So the Rebbe ended up that he actually cured himself indirectly or maybe directly by giving a blessing to others. And so it should be to us that if we bless others, is that God will bless us in a happy way. Have a good day with Mashiach. Now, see you all tomorrow. Remember, this Thursday is a fast day, but there will be class. On Thursday, there will be class. Okay, we'll see you, God willing. And Thursday night is the reading of the Megillah. So Friday, there will definitely not be any class on Friday. But tomorrow, which is, what day is today? Tomorrow, which is Tuesday, and Wednesday, and Thursday, there will be class. Have a good day. Now, see you all, God willing.